This is going to sound bad, but I was jealous of all my friends for being in relationships, especially so close to Christmas. All I would see on social media were perfect photos of my friends and their partners kissing and enjoying the holiday season together. I know not everything we see on social media is the whole truth, but this holiday season, I was having a serious case of FOMO. I re-downloaded a popular dating app, then started swiping away. I matched with an Italian guy named Luigi. He seemed nice. We shared similar interests, and he was only 5 miles from me. He asked me out on a date. We decided that we would go to a local restaurant. Now, I know I was in FOMO mode, but I did let my girlfriends know where my location was and would update them every hour in case this dude was a psycho. We met at the restaurant on a snowy Friday night. We had drinks and a very pleasant meal. Luigi was very funny in person and was good-natured. He let me do most of the talking and just listened. After we had dessert, he asked me if I wanted to come back to his place for a bottle of wine and a Christmas movie. Now, normally I would not go back on a first date, but my fear of FOMO was at an all-time high that I simply just said yes. We both drove separately. He gave me his address, and I plugged it into the GPS. When I pulled up to his house, I quickly sent a message to my girlfriends telling them where I was. After I covered all my bases, I got out of my car and met Luigi at his front door. We went into his house and headed to the living room. The house seemed bland. What I mean by that is, there was no Christmas decorations or anything. Now, he could be someone who does not celebrate or any other number of reasons, but if I'm being completely honest, this did throw me off a bit. I tried to ignore the weird feeling I was getting and sat down on his couch. Luigi said to wait right here while he went into the kitchen to grab the wine. I said okay, then started seriously looking around his house. There were no pictures on the walls, no paintings. There was only one couch and no other furniture in the living room. And what was weirder, there was no TV. Again, it's not that big of a deal not having a TV, but Luigi said that he wanted to watch a Christmas movie. Another strange thing was, I thought I kept hearing movement coming from upstairs. Luigi told me that he lived alone, so what on earth was I hearing then? I sat there silently taking this all in when I heard a noise. It was a text alert. I thought it was mine, and I checked my phone. No message. I saw at the edge of the couch that Luigi had left his phone there. I don't know what possessed me to do so, but I grabbed his phone and read the text message. My soul left my body. The message on Luigi's phone said, "Let me know when to grab her." I gulped. Suddenly I was very hot and nervous. I quietly got up off the couch and tiptoed to the front door. I had to get the fuck out of there. I made it to the front door. I was about to turn the handle when I heard the sound of large footsteps barreling down the stairs. Coming down the stairs was a man with a ski mask on and rope and duct tape in his hands. I did not waste a second longer looking at him and bolted out the front door. I jumped into my car and sped off. My heart was pounding when I finally got home. I locked every door and window. I sat in my bedroom and cried for a good 30 minutes, just absorbing everything that happened. I was thinking about calling the police when my phone went off. It was a text message. I turned my phone over and looked in horror as I saw it was a message from Luigi. All the message said was, "You're lucky, bitch." I was living with my roommate Michelle when this story took place. It was a Friday night, around 7 p.m., and I was just getting home from a long day at work. I work in retail, and since it's the holiday season, we've been massively swamped. When I got home, I got a text message from Michelle saying that she was going on a date with this guy she met and would not be home till much later that night. This excited me because that meant I had a few hours to unwind and to have some much needed alone time by myself. I sent her a text message back saying okay and turned on my shower. I had been looking forward to this hot shower all day long and was excited to finally relax. I was enjoying the hot shower for about 10 minutes when I heard footsteps downstairs. To help give you better perspective, we live in a 2-story condo. Our shower and bathroom are upstairs. So anyway, I hear footsteps downstairs, as if someone is walking around. This did not alarm me. I figured it was Michelle. She's been going out on a lot of bad dates lately. Then I figured this was another bad one, and she was just home early. I was conditioning my hair when the bathroom door opened. The shower curtain we have is a blurry one, and the bathroom was filled with steam. I could not see exactly who walked in, but again, I just assumed it was Michelle. Then I asked her if her date went well and why she was home early. In the blurriness of the curtains, I could just make out a faint figure standing there, but Michelle did not say anything. I asked her again how the date went, but she continued to remain silent. This was odd, and the closer I squinted my eyes through the steamy and blurry curtains, the more and more the figure did not look like Michelle. The chill started going down my back, despite the hot water. The energy in the room was changing. I was terrified to pull back the shower curtains and see who was standing there. But if I'm being completely honest, the figure standing there looked like a man. My mind was racing, trying to remember if I locked my front door or not. I could not remember, and then the figure started walking away. I heard footsteps going down the stairs. I heard movement down in the living room. I was frozen in the shower. After about 30 minutes of not hearing anything, I grabbed my towel and sprinted down the stairs. I was in shock. My front door was wide open. The TV that was in our living room and our kitchen were both gone. We were robbed. I called the police immediately and made a report. They were never caught. But if I had one positive thing to dwell on, it's that whoever robbed us did not harm me. It's unsettling knowing that they were mere feet in front of me and could have done God knows what to me, but chose not to. Stay safe out there, guys, especially this holiday season. It was a Saturday night in mid-December. There was a blizzard going on outside, and it was very nice and cozy in my bedroom. My room was on the first floor, and my parents' was on the second. It was about 2 a.m. at night, and I just could not fall asleep. I decided to take the box out from under my bed that had my marijuana, and I started to roll a joint. I took a couple of hits and was careful not to let my room smell too bad. My parents would kill me if they found out. I was starting to relax. The snow falling peacefully outside my window was mesmerizing. I was starting to doze off a bit. That's when I noticed something bizarre. Right outside my window, standing in the falling snow, was Santa Claus. I almost laughed because it was such an absurd sight. But the longer that I looked at him, there was nothing funny. It was Santa all right, but not the jolly version. This one had an unnaturally wide smile. His eyes were pure black, and there was blood running down his chin. He was looking directly at me through my window. He was not breaking eye contact, and what was worse, he was waving at me. I felt like I was in a hazy fog. What I was seeing could not be real life. I must be stoned and dreaming. And after a few moments, the Santa Claus simply walked away. At this point, I realized that I must have been dreaming, but it was very lifelike. A cold blast of air woke me up, and I jolted up in my bed. I checked my phone, and the time was 2:45 at night. I must have dozed off, I realized. I put away my weed and joints back under the bed. I was recalling the crazy dream that I just had, wondering why it was so cold in my room, when I saw that my bedroom window was wide open. I jumped off my bed to close it, wondering how in the world it was open. I got to my window and froze. Like I said, my bedroom was on the first floor, and right outside my window were massive footprints leading to my window, but none were leading away. I was paralyzed with fear, and just at that moment, I heard my bedroom closet slowly opening. Everything went black.